What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Friday evening episode of PattyCs Point Podcast. Coming right out with Mystical. Coming right out with something hard. Something hard. Thank you, Mystical. He wished me a happy birthday, you know, my last birthday, just in case you guys thought we weren't really friends. How's everybody doing? I came out with something hard because I went a little hard on the last podcast, and I started with international superstar Billy Ocean. I felt like maybe I kind of misled you guys, you know. Came out with something, you know, made you ready to rock. One of those nights, felt like getting down with Billy Ocean and PattyCs Point Podcast, and I went a little hard. I'm not sorry, but I thought maybe I would come out with something hard, and then we'll get back to having a little bit of fun on the podcast. So I'm going to flip it on you. Not saying you don't care. Did I upset some of you? I'm sorry. Do you guys know that one of the Popeyes guys is now one of the Burger King guys in the commercial? Just bugged me. Just something I observed today. Observed. B-E-D. Observed.
Mm-hmm. English.
But yeah, I went a little hard on last week's episode. I just don't like fair weather fans. And bandwagon jumpers. It's just a joke. Relax. I know you care. Oh, PattyCs coming out a little guns blazing by accident, huh? Oh yeah, he's a Yankee Doodle boy, and for the girls, be handy. Sing that song again as an adult. You're gonna be like, what? Wait, what the fuck? Man, fuck Yankee Doodle. Stop grabbing people. It's a weird song. You said Yankee Doodle, something,
riding
on a pony.
Stuck a feather.
But and then yeah, it's a whole fucking thing.
First of all,
and then keep it up, Yankee Doodle dandy, mind the music and the steps in with the girls be handy. Like, what?
That's probably why I never remember the second part. It's too weird.
What kind of weird shit is that? You guys remember the Full House episode? Michelle Tanner lost being Yankee Doodle. She was all sad. It was a good episode. But you guys, quick basketball fact. Do you know Joakim Noah is on the Clips?
Yeah.
I did not know that.
He was starting for
Yeah, they were playing earlier. I saw him earlier. I was like, oh shit. It was nice to see him back in the league. Let's get down to brass tacks. Let's talk about some of the things I like about COVID-19. Number one.
Provid-19.
6 feet. I liked it. I was always kind of suggesting it beforehand. I liked that it became a thing. I'm going to continue it regardless as to how this all works out. I've even warned people, give me 6 feet. And I just like that it's a thing now. And then obviously, I like people not trying to touch me anymore. I got like 4 people in my life that I'm willing to let touch me. And I got room for like 2 more. And it's sure as hell not going to be any of you peasants. It's going to be like my future child and my future like hooker. Because it just seems like it's an inevitable thing you do when you hit like late 50s. It just seems like everybody gets a hooker in their late 50s.
So you have like a reserve touch for later.
I'm just keeping an open slot.
Exactly.
You know,
free agent slot.
No pun intended. I like that. I like that a lot of restaurant workers were actually making more being unemployed with that extra 600 than they were actually making working a full-time job. And I say it like that because I think it's going to be a good problem when the staff gets back to work and the back of the house goes, when they return to making 4, 5, maybe 600 a week, you know, working 45, 50 hours, I think that's going to, I just don't think that's going to work anymore. It's not a livable wage. I understand there's other industries that have the same ordeal, but this is just one that I'm familiar with. I think it's going to be one of the good problems that we're going to have as far as getting back to work and reevaluating what we're paying people and not just minimum wage, but some of the work that people were doing, I think, was stupendously overlooked as far as how important it was, and that's really changed. They're essential now. You know, like that's the term that they're using. So I like to think that that's going to change. Maybe how just for one example, how one industry will be looked at and reevaluated. I never want people to lose their jobs, but some restaurants needed to close because some of y'all was trash, and it's okay. You know, people like suck food, just not me. And I'm not going to name names, but there was a few restaurants that I saw that closed. And I was like, well, you wasn't going to last too much longer if business was, you know, normal anyway, because your food's trash. And like I said, I don't want people to lose their jobs. You know, they can go open up another restaurant somewhere else, maybe, hopefully, and provide for their family and all that jazz. But some of them places was trash. When I seen that they closed, I was like, yeah, that makes sense. And the amount of white people, and we all know which ones I'm really getting at here, but the amount of white people in general who have been being put on just full blast, I couldn't be happier. I could not be happier. Maybe we are making a little bit more progress as people than I thought previously. Maybe I discredited us with some of the movements that we are making. Because it's as someone who's never really been a fan of them, it's just nice to see. It's just nice to see. That's enough, right? We don't need to keep talking about things I find that I like about COVID. I was just trying to be positive. You know? Just trying to be positive. Let's talk about what I like about racism and persecution. It's just a joke. Come on, relax. I'm not going to do that. Jeez Louise, I'm joking. I missed my laser beam. I couldn't find my laser. Couldn't find my laser beam on the old soundboard there, and I've been meaning to pepper those guys in over the last few podcasts, and it looks like they did some type of update, and they changed my laser beam.
More like a down date.
Changed my laser beam, but I'm gonna get better at the soundboard, guys. That's my promise to you. Let's talk NBA playoffs. I don't write about basketball. I don't have to. But you guys are going to have to kind of bear with me as I look up some stuff, because I wanted to talk about the playoff seeding and how that's all pretty much kind of worked out at this point, with the exception of the playoff, with the play-in playoff game. That's a tongue twister.
Well, the East didn't really change.
I don't think so.
Washington didn't even need to be there.
It's pulling up. Yeah, I know. Dead air. I'm working on it. I'm doing this all myself, you know. All right, I gotta do everything myself. I'm the Haman of podcasting. I'm the host. I'm the producer. I'm the sound engineer, the visual engineer, the editor, the wardrobe designer, the set designer, the lighting technician, the gaffer, the key grip. The podcast alone give me 20-something job. That's on you if you don't know that reference. The Haman of podcasting. That's another nickname. I like that one. You know, I like that one. You can't give yourself your own nickname. But fuck that. I might just keep that.
You do need more nicknames.
If y'all weren't a bunch of cotton-headed ninny-muggins, and you would like and subscribe to the podcast, then maybe I could delegate some of the responsibles, because I'd have more traffic coming here, but whatever. All right, NBA. Let's get back to the NBA. So we have the playoff play-in game. I did not know that. I believe if Memphis wins, they play right again. They play at 2:30, and then if Memphis wins, they play again at 4:30. I don't like that.
So Portland's technically 8th now, and Memphis is 9th?
I guess so, but if that's exactly what it is. But if Portland wins, I thought that was really odd. I didn't like that.
I like it a lot, actually. Because
oh wait, it's the day after.
No, well, not immediately.
No, it's the day after. I thought it was the same day.
Oh, that's what you didn't like.
I thought it was the same day.
Oh yeah, that'd be weird.
Toast guy's a donkey.
Is there a hee-haw button?
I don't know, man. The soundboard kind of disappointed. I'm not gonna lie. I was really kind of bummed out that I lost a laser beam.
We'll get it back, buddy.
I don't know. I was thinking about, how do you guys feel about this? Little bongo action? You guys like the bongo action? I don't know how I felt about it.
Classics.
Oh, we'll get there. So the play-in winner plays the Lakers, meaning that the play-in winner is done. I've heard a lot of people say that Portland could beat LA. That's ridiculous.
I like the sentiment, but
It's ridiculous.
Big ol'
It's ridiculous. And then we have the Clippers versus the Mavericks. Now that's going to be a fun series, I think, because the Clippers play D, man, and it's really just Paul George and Kawhi. I mean, who else do they have that can really provide offense? Lou Williams off the bench.
Trez can ball down low.
Who? Montrez?
Yep.
He can.
Yeah,
he can.
He averages like 18.
Yeah, but they're big down low anyway.
Still though.
They can match up the size, no problem. That's an interesting series. I think that LA will win. I think the Clippers will win that one.
I think so too, but if Porzingis is consistently really good, Dallas has a real chance.
They're not coming out of that one fresh as a daisy, though. You know what I mean? Like they're not coming out. They're not coming out of that series like it's a cakewalk, just waiting for round number 2. That's just not going to happen. Denver versus Utah. I don't know. I'm honestly not a big fan of either team. I love the Nuggets, and I love the basketball ones too. But I'm not a big fan of Jamal Murray.
No.
He just bugs me.
Did you hear about his off-season antics?
No.
He accidentally posted a video of him getting his dick sucked on Instagram.
Oh, well.
First week in a
Listen, if you're an NBA star nowadays and your penis doesn't pop out on social media, you're doing something wrong.
Right. LeBron pulled his out during a game one time.
They all did. Remember Draymond and probably some other ones? NBA penises, ladies and gentlemen. These are fun things that we can discuss here on PattyCs Point Podcast. Penis episode.
The C stands for cack.
Place it directly in the cup, not in or around the cup, but directly. Oh, jeez. I don't know what's going to happen between Denver and Utah. I'm going to root for Denver just because I hate the fact that the Utah Jazz are the Utah Jazz. The fact that the Jazz are not in New Orleans makes me sick.
They deserve to win nothing.
OKC versus Houston will be fun.
Especially because of the Chris Paul thing.
Yeah, that's going to be fun. Is Shy on OKC? That kid's a stud. So he's a stud in the making. I love Steven Adams. I love playoff Steven Adams. That guy just does not fuck around.
And they have a solid bench, man.
They have nothing to put up against him down low. Houston, they have nothing.
Well, yeah.
So, I mean, that's... And then, who's the other power forward they have? Isn't one of the Grant kids?
That's Denver.
Is it Denver? Okay. I feel like there's another power forward on OKC that's a solid player. I can't remember. Is it no, it's not Nerlens. I don't know. Whatever. I'm gonna go with OKC. Just to mix it up. I'm gonna go with OKC for the upset.
I'm rooting for OKC, but I think Houston will pull it out.
Milwaukee versus Orlando. That's gonna be a cakewalk. That's going to be an absolute cakewalk because, I mean, what? Is Markelle Fultz going to learn how to shoot all of a sudden? Is Vucevic going to be able to go against both the Lopez brothers and Giannis down low? I don't think so. He's going to, I mean, how fast is Vucevic going to foul out in that series? That's the one thing that you got to look forward to. Isaac is out. That poor kid got hurt bad. He was. I liked him. He was a good little player, Jonathan Isaac. I remember. I think he went to Florida State. I remember him in college.
Great defense.
So that was sad to see him get hurt. Shout out to Derek Jones Jr. on the Heat. I haven't seen the clip yet. I guess he's okay. He's stable. He hurt his neck and he got carried off, but I guess he's doing okay. He's stable and everything. But I like him. He's a nice little unknown player. I'm not gonna lie, I got familiar with him because of 2K, but I just like him. He's cool hair, cool dunks, and I guess that's just the '90s NBA in me.
DJ
and I'm not apologizing. All right, not saying you don't care. So Toronto versus the Nets. I thought the Nets weren't even in the bubble, and then they kept showing up. I'm like, oh, all right, so you guys are gonna still hang out.
They actually had a really good game against Portland last
night.
night.
Look, I like rap, but Brooklyn, just you can fuck off right now. I'm not even doing this one. I'm gonna skip this one and get back to it. And then Heat versus Pacers. I don't think Indiana stands a chance. Sabonis is out, and I don't think they stand a chance. They have. Were they even in the playoffs last year? Because Oladipo was out, I think.
After the Depot injury, I don't think so.
So, I mean, you know, what experience does that roster have in the playoffs? And I just like Miami. I just think they're a bunch of dogs. I just like that team.
I want Indiana to win. It's just T.J. Warren would be their only way of winning, but Miami's the only team that has his number right now. He has that Jimmy Butler shuts him down.
Yeah, I mean, they got, you put Jimmy Butler and Justice Winslow on him, and that's...
I think Winslow's out. No, he's not Memphis. No,
he's not on the team anymore?
Yeah. That's why
someone needs to brush up on their NBA material before they do the next podcast. Maybe even before you did this one.
That's why I'm here, man.
But anyway,
that's why I'm here.
Whatever, man. So I don't know where the seventh man off the bench is. That's fine.
It started.
What are you staring at the door for? Someone coming? Made me nervous. Okay. Thought we had an intruder alert in the old podcast there. Oh, I got one for that. Hold on. Ah, that's not it. I'll get better at the soundboard, guys. It's my promise to you. My promise to you.
Go away.
So Miami versus Indiana. I'm going Miami.
Me too.
And then finally, the Philadelphia 76ers, a.k.a. Fetty Wap, versus the Boston Celtics again.
Hashtag gangrene.
Again. How many times are we going to see this fucking series?
Oh, I hope a bunch.
You know?
I hope a bunch.
But this one's different because Simmons is out. Horford's on their side now. And I like the Tybo kid.
Oh, yeah.
He plays good D.
I mean, the guy we drafted.
Yeah. Yep.
It is
Yep.
perfectly for this. Anyway.
I like Shake Milton.
Yeah, me too.
I like Tobias Harris.
He's alright.
He's not worth what they paid him,
He's funny.
but I like Tobias Harris.
Solid player.
And Joel Embiid is one of my favorite players in the
Dude,
NBA.
I would kill to have him on the Celtics. I don't even care if he gets hurt.
Yeah, I like Philly. Brett Brown is a Boston guy, so you gotta like you love him when he's doing his sideline reports.
Got that edge.
Yeah, we gotta play a little bit harder on D and transitions there. But it's all right. After this game, I'm gonna go on over to Dunkies and get myself a Segtra and just call it a day, kid. Yeah. Dunkies.
Oh, you got Donkey segment?
No, I was just aren't like 400 of them closing or something like that?
That's all the Speedway ones.
Yeah, but I think it's even like locations on top of that.
Word?
I don't know, man. That's what I saw.
That's probably okay.
That's what I read. I saw a headline on the internet, so it's got to be true.
Considering there are 4,000, it's probably fine.
It's got to be true. And let's be honest, you come to PattyCs Point podcast to get your facts.
Thumbs up, Johnny.
Yeah, thumbs up, Johnny. Hashtag thumbs up, Johnny. You guys need more thumbs up, Johnny, in your life. I keep putting it out there for you. Nobody likes it. You know what else bothers me? Before I finish this NBA thing, is I have a lot of, and I'm just going to yell about Facebook for a second here. Whatever. I got a lot of friends that were hockey players on Facebook, and I share a lot of content from the memes of the Slapshot movie, and you guys really let me down. I guess that's it. I don't really have anything else, but it was just it's disappointing, and I want it to stop now. Now, Boston versus Philly. I have zero confidence in Philadelphia. Did you guys know that they dropped Fetty during round 2 wins?
Like game 3.
Or maybe it might have even been the conference finals. I don't remember. No, we didn't because we didn't win the conference finals. But they dropped the confetti for second round wins.
Yeah.
In games 3 and 4. Yeah. And I've never seen anything like that in my entire life. So I'm really looking forward to getting back on Instagram and talking shit to Philly again, because that was a fun few weeks, because if there's one city that you can talk shit to, and you better fucking be ready for them to fire back at you, Philadelphia is one of them. Go ahead, sir.
I just want to say they may as well have dropped snowflakes instead of confetti.
You're the second person this week who said snowflake to me. I still don't know if I like that term.
I just mean, everyone gets a trophy.
No, I get it. I understand. I agree with everything that's said about a snowflake. I just thought I think we can do better for a term.
Bitches.
It's the meaning to women. Toast guy actually tries a little bit hard to respect the ladies. Is that sexist that I try hard to respect the ladies? I don't know that I'm going to do this.
Going down this road.
We're having fun. We're not doing it. We're not doing it. I promise. Bongos.
Hey.
I like the bongos.
Me too.
I think I'm going to keep the bongos. Feel free to like and subscribe, comment, and leave your opinion on the bongos on PattyCs Point Podcast. Here with your friends, Patty C.
I'll bring bongos next time.
The Haymon of podcasting.
Just do your intro music.
He's straying away from his topic again.
No, I'm not helping.
I mean, no, I'm not. Who do you think I'm going to pick, Philly?
I know, right? Yeah, what do you think this is?
I mean, yeah, I lived there for a while, and I think it's a dope city, and it's the mural capital of the world. And if you like art, you gotta get there. If you're an artsy-fartsy type person, and you like, to do the old Etch-a-Sketch there, but the real one, it's a place for you, man.
Also, steak and cheese.
Well, I mean, I got
3 things about those.
Yeah, the steak and cheeses in Philadelphia are microbrews. everybody has their own now.
Yeah.
And there's cliche ones and old school. It's like I bet Pabst. Jesus Christ, that is what I was gonna say though. But I bet Pats and Geno's are like the Paps.
Yeah.
Of cheesesteaks. You know what you're getting.
Or like the Coors.
You know it's gonna fucking be there. Okay.
Yeah.
You know they're not gonna run out of it because not everybody's ordering.
You know you're getting.
And you know what you're getting.
Yeah.
Pats and Geno's. I was a Pats guy, not just because of my name, but because it was better. And if anybody else, I mean, whatever. Tony Luke's is a new one. I can't even name all the other places because I mean, I watch everybody. We've been home for 4 months, 5 months. We've all seen all the diners, drive-ins, and dives. We've all seen all the best things I've ever eaten. We've all seen the food paradises. Don't lie to yourself. You watched all of them. You watched some the next day that were the repeat from the day before until they played the newer ones for that day. And they're still all repeats, and you watched all of them. You know you did. And then you know what you did? You made something, and you took a picture of it, and you hashtagged it, and you fucking took credit that it was your idea for a recipe. Yes, you did. Yes, you did. You know what you did. Don't lie to yourself. I'm not saying you don't care.
Mix it with the relish.
That was always the worst. People would call up the old shop there. Oh, I got this idea for a recipe. Oh, yeah? And then the blah, 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 blah. Oh, cool.
Cool.
Dude, I watched the same episode. It was on 2 days ago. Like, it was on 2 days ago, bro.
Ribeye, fuck off.
You know what I mean? Jeez Louise. Jeez Louise. I'm probably one of the people who cusses and says, Jeez Louise.
Jesus, jeez fucking Louise.
I talk like an old Southern man with Tourette's. Oh, it's just jokes. Jeez Louise. Hey. So, the last thing that I want to touch on before we get out of here is I just want to reiterate one thing from the last podcast, is that it's okay if you're having a tough time. It's okay if you're having negative thoughts. It's okay if you're having thoughts that are even more a little bit extreme than those. As I said on the last podcast, nobody took me up on it, and that's fine, but there's a couple different ways on the screen there that you can get in touch with me if you're having trouble and you feel like you're alone and you don't have anybody to talk to. It's just not the time right now to go through stuff alone. Talk to the people around you. Look out for each other. Be nice to each other. Do everything you can to just make every day a little bit better than the last one. You know what I mean? Do your good deed. Look out for the people around you. Go outside. You know, just get in the sun. We spend too much time inside. That's one thing I'm trying to do, is I'm trying to get outside. Trying to be out in the sun a little bit more. My pasty ass, you know, but it's tough. You know, I'll get a sunburn from a lamp, so I got to be careful.
I seen it.
Yeah. Literally, like if one of the kitchens I worked at, I had like a farmer's stand from the expo window.
Really, it's just skin cancer, but what do you get?
Oh, brother. You guys are fun. You guys are fun. I missed you guys. On old PattyCs Point podcast. I'm going to try and keep doing it at least once a week. But, you know, look out for your... Like I said, look out for each other. You know, look out for your boy here. I'm sick of working. You know? Didn't Kylie Jenner or one of the Jenners do like a GoFundMe to actually make sure she became like the youngest millionaire or billionaire in the world or something like that, and people gave her money? I don't need your money. I don't want that. I'm not owing you shit. But, you know, you could at least... All you got to do is press the little button, and then it likes it, and then you hit the subscribe one, and then you get the old notifications there that your old buddy Patty C is doing another podcast, and you can hang out with him for a little while. And he can yell at you and degrade you and judge you. Tell you other things that you need to change about your life. But then we'll talk basketball. And that's always fun.
Talking to me or...
Maybe. I think I'm more talking to myself. Someone's definitely out of material. All right, guys. That's the podcast. Thanks for checking in, and have yourselves a nice weekend. Be careful, be safe, and make something healthy. Make something healthy. Instead of having a cheeseburger, make like a chicken breast with some salad. I'm so out of material. All right, guys, I'll see you on the next episode.
episode.
Scatman, here we go. That's a good way to end it. You know what? I like it.